Cleveland State University right now studying music therapy, kind of similar. So.
Wow, there's a lot. A theme going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Nate, you tell us about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Nate Barker. I am a 2009 graduate of Claymont, and I am a 2014 graduate of Kentucky Christian University. I have a degree in middle school education, and I'm currently subbing. So right now I'm a substitute teacher as well as playing in the
That
band.
sounds fun.
Oh, it's a blast. Sometimes. Other times it's terrible.
Yeah. So, Lion Summer. Somebody want to tell me where that came from?
You want to start or you want me to tell it?
Go ahead.
All right. So we'll just tell you the honest story. Little cheesy, but that's all right. Yeah, Danielle and I, she's my fiance, but when we first started dating, she was, I think we'd only been dating for maybe a couple weeks at this point, maybe. And we went to a thrift store in Sugar Creek, and there we got a ceramic lion. And I'm like, this is cool. And we wanted to start doing music together because we're both musicians. So we went online, not too proud to admit it, but we used a website called, I think it was bandnamegenerator.com or .net.
Oh, that's cool.
And we just kind of like used lion and then filled in words until we found one that we thought was cool enough to make a band out of.
And you're influenced independently by...
Let's say, what do we listen to? Like the Civil Wars?
Yeah. Starting out,
Yeah.
I mean, we've been playing now for about 3 years together, adding a couple members along the way. But when we started out, it was just Danielle and I, and we listened to a lot of kind of like acoustic, like folk rock, kind of like the newgrass scene that's coming in. Bands like the Civil Wars, older Mumford and Sons stuff, Avett Brothers, Old Crow Medicine Show is a big one, but stuff like that. Yeah.
So, do you want to tell us a little bit about your bandmates that couldn't make it tonight?
Yeah. We got also we'll start with Justin. Today's actually his he goes to Ohio State. Justin Steed, he's out there listening. Shout out. Today is his 22nd birthday. So happy birthday, Justin. He wasn't able to make it because he goes to Ohio State and couldn't make it home this weekend. But
And you can't see us, but we're wearing party hats. So.
yes, it's true.
Yeah.
And that, do you want to say who else we're missing?
We are also missing Mr. Jared Wise. He is currently in Georgia doing basic training for the Army.
Wow.
We're very proud of him. We miss him terribly because he's really a huge piece of the band and what he does on the drums for us. But we're just so proud of him, and we'll take a moment to thank him for what he's doing because it's a totally awesome thing that he's doing for us, and we can't say enough about how awesome he is and how proud of him we are.
So you guys have some upcoming dates around here?
Yeah, we have the rest of January. I think we have 2 more shows, one each weekend. None in Tuscarawas County, but we have one next weekend at the Karma Cafe in Canton. It's on Dressler Road. It's kind of like our home base, I guess, that we play shows. We play there about once a month, once every other month. Small little coffee house, but we've really grown a lot there. It's kind of our area where we test new songs out for the first time, and a special place for Danielle and I. Our show there last month in December was when I proposed to her at the end of the show. So
Awesome.
yeah, so that was a big
Ding,
night.
ding, ding, wedding bells.
Yeah. And then the weekend after that, January 30th, we're going to be in Cleveland, Olmsted Falls, playing at Aces Depot with a band called Sea Level. It's supposed to be like Cleveland without the and. So, yeah, my buddy Dave Deitke, he asked us to jump on that show. So we're playing up there for the first time at that venue. Yeah.
Cool. So speaking of other bands that you've played with, like, is there another band that you've played with that was your favorite? Like,
Well, we have a couple bands that we've played with quite a bit. Namely, our one buddy who does a couple different acts. He's started out. His name's Dustin Brown, and that's what he goes by. His stage name, Dustin Brown Music, and he got us our first gig. We opened up for him at his album release show 3 years ago, and ever since then we've played countless times, at least 20, 30 times with him. Opened up and for him, and he's opened up for us. And
awesome.
yeah, does acoustic, a lot of like alt rock and stuff like that. Really enjoy playing with him. It's always fun. And another friend that we have, Dave Baker and Lee. His last name is escaping me. Lee Werther. Yeah. Sorry, Lee. They're in a band called Bad Wolf, and we've played with them for a while in Canton. They're more like punk, blues, rock.
With a obscure Doctor Who reference.
Yeah. Exactly. That's where the name comes from too.
Right.
So we've played with both of those bands a lot, and they're kind of like our favorite. Every time we book a show together, it's like we know it's going to be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So, I understand, Nate, that you are like a master of all, or jack of all trades. You've played almost all the instruments. So, what was your first instrument you ever played or ever got?
My first instrument was probably guitar. I started playing the guitar when I was in 8th grade. That's probably been about 10 years ago. And then after that, I started playing the drums when I was about a sophomore in high school. And then I really picked up the bass and started playing that seriously maybe, I don't know, this year.
Year ago,
maybe a year or two ago.
Wow. So what about you guys? What was your first love?
My first instrument was the drums. I think I got my first drum set when I was pretty young. I think I was probably in like 5th or 6th grade and got like this little kid's drum set. And
I bet your parents loved that.
yeah, just like beat the heck out of the drums, and lasted only a few years. But then I got a bigger drum set and played. But I don't know, sometime in high school it kind of like waned out whenever I started learning guitar. And I first learned guitar, I was in vacation in California, went yard sailing one Saturday morning with an uncle, and ran across a 90s Fender Stratocaster. And I didn't know how to play guitar at that point, but when we found that guitar, and I ended up buying it. It was a cheap price at a yard sale. And
that would be an inspiration to learn.
That's what it was, yeah. The rest is history, I suppose. Play a couple other things in the past few years, trying to get into this kind of folk sound that we're going for. I play a little banjo and mandolin.
Cool.
But yeah. So.
I didn't really have a first instrument. I started singing first.
Wow,
and then,
your voice was your
yeah,
instrument.
that's my instrument. And then in 5th grade, I started playing the trumpet. But that didn't really stick. So I started playing.
I don't think you're alone with that. I
yeah,
think a lot of kids
that didn't really stick. But I guess I play keyboard in our band and sing mostly. But yeah.
Awesome. So, so you guys have done some. We've got some recordings here from you. Can you tell me a little bit about the first track, The Drummer?
The Drummer, yeah, that was one of the first songs we wrote when we recorded a demo. I think 3 years ago when we were starting out, we were trying to get some recordings done before we decided to go out and try to book some shows. So that was one of the first songs we wrote. It's funny that it's called The Drummer because when we wrote it, we didn't have like an actual drummer in the band. For a little while, I played kick drum with my foot and played guitar and sang, and she played tambourine and sang. And yeah, now The Drummer, the recording you're going to hear is off of our album that came out this past summer in July. And
And you had a drummer by then?
It features Jared, our drummer. tearing it up like the madman on drums that he is. So yeah, that's the drummer.
Awesome. So we're going to give the drummer a listen to here in the studio live with Lion Summer.
Stop me right now, my feelings for you.
I hope you'd understand where I was coming from. Love I had that I couldn't say. I was born a fighter. I throw a heavy punch. I defeat all that is in my way.
No, I'm not a fighter. I couldn't hurt a fly. Maybe that's not true, but which part do I mean? Can you keep a secret, even if I ask? If you could keep my secret in your heart, can you keep a secret, even if I ask? If you could keep my secret in your heart. If I was born a drummer, I'd keep a steady rhythm. I'd march along to the beating of your heart.
And you can be the drummer, and I can sing the song that we wrote so long ago.
Can you keep a secret, even if I asked? If you could keep my secret in your heart, can you keep a secret, even if I asked? If you could keep my secret in your heart.
If I was born a traveler, I'd meet the open road, with arms wide open and my eyes staring too.
But I have to settle down, bring my journey to an end, set off again with Cleveland in my heart. Can you keep a secret, even if I asked? If you could keep my secret in your heart, can you keep a secret, even if I asked? If you could keep my secret in your heart. Oh, 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 oh.
And we're back. You're listening to Saturday Night Live and Local, and I'm Todd Carper in the studio with Lion Summer. So, and that track was called The Drummer. So, tell me about the recording of that track.
Well, that's actually, I think, the second or third recording of that song that we've done. The first being our demo, which only had whenever we recorded that song the first time, there wasn't a drummer in the band. So I don't know, it's kind of funny that we called it the drummer.
Irony.
Yeah. But we just had, at the time, I was just playing like quarter notes on the kick drum, and she was playing the offbeats on tambourine, and that's all the drums that we had in it. But when we went back to record the album that song's off of, we had the full band at this point. So it was the first track that we recorded for that CD. So we kind of went in. It's one of our more favorite songs to play live. We play that just about every show, but we went into the recording process with a full head of steam with that track. So, yeah.
And you recorded it in a vacant house?
Yeah. The album title is Empty House, and there is a title track that's later on in the CD about that process. But basically the process was my grandparents went to California last winter for about 6 months or so, and while they were gone, I was talking to my grandma on the phone one day, and we were all coming home for winter break, and we had all been texting back and forth, and we're like, okay, we're going to get this CD going, we're going to make this CD, and we didn't know where we were going to record at. We had a couple ideas, some basements or out at Jared's house or someplace like that, and I thought, well, my grandma and grandpa are going to be gone for 6 months. Let me ask them if we can use their living room. So I call her up, and she says, yeah, no problem at all. Do whatever you want. You can move any of the furniture or anything. So that's exactly what we did. We just took everything out. I think we left maybe a couch and the TV for downtime. So yeah, we cleared out the space, moved all of the instruments in, cables and wires running everywhere all over this room, and put some nice Christmas lights up. It was the holiday season. Made it all festive.
Perfect. It sounds like the perfect place to live.
Yeah.
Filled with musical instruments.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want too much time to get away from us before I mention the Facebook page. Please, if anybody's listening and has a question for Lion Summer, I want you to get on our page and send us a question, and we'll answer it on the air. So I think we're going to blast into another track. The second track on this demo is called "I'm Yours."
Yeah.
So
before you play that, I do want to mention this is a song that we actually co-wrote with our buddy Dustin Brown that we were talking about. So there's two separate versions of this song. There's this version, and then there's the version we recorded with him, the original version. So we re-recorded it for this CD. But yeah, if he's out there listening, this one's for him.
awesome.
Here we go.
Like I am yours. Do you ever get connection to that? There's something more. I don't know if you do, and I guess it's up to you. 'Cause I don't mind having you if we're telling. If we're telling the whole truth. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. When you lay down at night, do you feel like I am yours? Feel like you're missing the time we're telling the whole truth. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. When I see your face, I know that I am yours. And I won't bother with our past anymore. And I don't know if you do, and I guess it's up to you, 'cause I love being with you. And we're telling, yeah, we're telling the whole truth. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. 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 Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
And welcome back to Saturday Night Live and Local. We're here in the studio live tonight with Lion Summer, and that track was called I'm Yours. And hot off the Facebook feed, we have something from Allison Nicole, and it says, "Tell the band you have there I'm a major fan, and Nathan Baker is the man." Or Barker. Sorry.
Well, shout out to her.
So let's just talk about Allison for like another 30 minutes.
I could probably fill about 30 minutes of time talking about her. She was this past summer I worked at the Denison Depot, and she's the special events coordinator there. She's really great at her
Cool.
job, and we had a real good time working together. She was made the day go. Dealing with her helped the day go by faster.
I love having people like that to work with. That's awesome.
And if she's listening, I don't know if she is, and maybe she'll get a chance to hear it later. Shout out to you, Allison. Love you too, baby.
All right. So we have a little bit of time, and I'm just going to recite the alphabet. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, right. There's some people in our studio tonight, and we have some guests with us. So who do we have out there?
Yeah, we have a guest audience tonight. My parents came up, Kurt and Cindy Smith, and my grandma Peggy McPeck. So they were excited to come see their little boy on the radio for the first time.
Through the glass.
Yep.
Yes, awesome. So, we were talking just before the break during the last song about traveling around and meeting all these people, and like, have you ever met anybody famous?
Yeah, there was just this opportunity I had recently. Here in town, or down in Denison, I'm the worship director at Park Christian Church, and when I'm up in school in Cleveland, I do some stuff in different bands around different churches, and I got the opportunity to play with a man named Brian Johnson a few weeks ago. He was on The Voice.
Cool.
Yeah, so I was able to get in touch with him, play some songs, and it was kind of strange. Like, you know, he was such a nice guy. Like, he wasn't like a snooty or snobby famous person at all. Like, I just played guitar, and he was talking to me when we went off stage, and he's like, "So what do you do?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm a student at CSU." And he's like, oh, that's cool. What do you study? I'm like, music therapy. He's like, dude, I've heard a lot about music therapy, and it's awesome. Like, he just seemed like he really cared, and I was just really taken back by it. So.
That's cool. So you got to perform live
On
with them?
stage, yeah. So that's pretty
awesome.
neat.
So, is there any place that you haven't performed? Do you have like a holy grail, a place you'd love to perform that you haven't got to play yet? And maybe they're listening. They can like.
Ah, yeah. Well, for me, I kind of think about it this way. It's like when we're playing each show, I guess I'm really focused on that night, but kind of always hoping we can keep moving forward with each show. Grow in our stage craft and everything, and so I guess there's not like a particular like venue that I am really yearning for, like in specific, but just that we can keep playing at places that are really welcoming to us, and that we can get people to come see us at. So there's nothing worse than playing at a gig far away where nobody knows who you are, so no one shows up, and you end up playing for like 2 or 3 people. But yeah,
I'd like to play at the Grand Ole Opry.
Awesome.
That'd be cool.
I was actually going to say that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, but favorite shows so far? We were talking a little bit about this during the break. So, I understand that you have a story,
Yes.
Danielle.
My favorite show that we played would have to be last month at the Karma Cafe, and Ben proposed to me. I said yes.
All right. So, give us a little more. Like, what was there a song involved, or?
Yeah, actually, I could tell something was off. But I didn't know. Everyone knew but me. But we were just, playing the show, and people kept requesting more songs, and I could tell he was getting more and more jittery, and I didn't know why. And we were playing our last song. We always close the show off with "Good Night, Sweetheart," and he was, ending the song, and he put his guitar away. And I was like, what's he doing? Is he going to go out in the crowd? Like, what's happening? And he bent down to get something, and I didn't know. I thought maybe he was going to give something away. I don't know. He does things like that all the time. But, and then he pulls out a ring, and everyone...
He did give something away, though.
Yes, he gave something to me. But everyone knew but me. But
So,
yeah.
so did you start crying, and like
Yes.
the rest of the night was like you couldn't finish the show? And
No, thankfully that was the end of the show.
okay, good.
Or else I wouldn't have been able to sing. So
That's a beautiful story. So, okay, we're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to Saturday Night Live and Local. We're here with Lion Summer in the studio live tonight. And why don't I say live a couple more times? Live and local. Live and local. Okay, so we're... I wanted to ask you guys, like, what CD is in your car right this minute?
right this minute. In my car, Carrie Underwood's new CD, Storyteller, is in my car right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
In my car, I have a CD that probably not very many people have heard of, a lesser-known band called Red, Wanting Blue. Their album called These Magnificent Miles. They're out of Columbus. Really good. They came to the Performing Arts Center. That's where I first heard them. I didn't even know them, but I went to the show and was blown away, so got their CD.
I think in my car, it's a compilation album of the Stanley Brothers, bluegrass group, old bluegrass group.
Oh, okay. Some old stuff.
Yeah, we got a wide range of music represented here between
Well,
the three of us.
that's important.
Yeah.
Okay. Like scary, weird stories. Like anything happen on your travels on the way to shows. Superstitions. Like, do you guys have like any kind of like before you go on? Is like, do you have to like touch all the handrails or like?
I don't have any. I don't know. I'm not a very superstitious person, I suppose, but something I used to do, I don't do anymore. I used to believe, and maybe this is true and I just don't know it and stopped doing it, but I used to eat, and maybe it's actually really bad, but I used to eat a like small bag of Lay's potato chips, just the plain ones, before we played. I used to do that every show because someone told me one time, and they might have just been messing with me, and I believe them. But they told me that like since the chips are oily, it'll make your throat smooth and it'll be easier to sing. I don't know if that's true or not. Someone told me, and I did it for a while.
And it just made you thirsty, right?
Right, yeah. Drank like 5 glasses of water during the show.
I don't know. I think we've worn flannel just about every time we've been on stage together. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that improves
And if you like
anything.
took the flannel off, would you be worried about a bad gig?
Break a string or
Yeah, I
something.
don't know. I mean, there might be bad luck attached to that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What about you, Danielle? Do you have like lucky socks?
No,
No?
I don't have anything lucky.
Okay.
She's brave.
All right. Courageous woman. So, what about like of all the places you've played, is there like some place that you've played like and every time you play there something goes wrong, like it's like cursed or something, like you shouldn't go back there? Oh, maybe we shouldn't talk about the name of the club.
The mics at church keep dying. That's all I can think of. Yeah.
Sunday
Yeah.
morning, our microphones, we use wireless mics, and it seems like they've just been eating batteries like crazy.
Really?
One place I do know that Nate and I recently did like a little thing with there's a like the high school youth group.
Mm.
They were doing an outreach at a nursing home, and they asked us to come along and play, and we got there, and I pulled out this guitar and started playing. I think it was maybe the third song in. I snapped the D string. Like, it couldn't have been like one of the E strings. It had to be a string right in the middle. So it got my fingers all confused, and it was awful. I think we only ended up playing like 2 or 3 more songs. And
Yeah, it was definitely one of those Murphy's Law kind of things. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. His guitar fell apart in his hands, basically. And
Wow.
we had to put one of the high schoolers on the spot to lead one of the songs, and it was pretty awesome.
Well, the show must go on, so
Yeah.
you gotta just improvise, make it
Yeah.
work, make it work moment. So we have another Facebook question for you.
oh boy.
This one looks exciting. It's from Tiffany Joe Snyder.
Oh.
It says, "Hey guys, most embarrassing moment while you're playing a show. Wishing Jared was there with you guys."
That's Jared's lady, by the way. Now that everyone knows that out there.
Right?
What do you think, Danielle?
I don't know.
I would love to hear this.
I think there was one time. Well, I can't think of one in particular for the Lion Summer, but for me personally, I used to be in a band back in high school and in the end of high school, beginning of college, called Chaplin Avenue. If any of the guys from that band are listening tonight, there's a shout out. We played one show, and I had a capo on my Les Paul, and it all of a sudden, like, it just started. The capo was too tight. I think it was one of those Dunlop capos that I just don't care for, and it was pulling the guitar out of tune, and I kind of had a diva moment. Took the capo off of the guitar's neck, and I like chucked it as hard as I could behind me, not at anyone or anything in particular, but I just threw it. It made us look like rock stars, though.
And it
so
stuck in somebody's forehead.
That's why the band broke up. It was the drummer.
Yeah.
Well, then there was that one time at the Karma Cafe. We were in the middle of a song, one of our own songs that we wrote, and completely forgot the words. No one could remember the words. And an audience member had to help us remember our own
One of your
lyrics.
fans knows
Yes.
your words
Had
better
to
than you
help
do.
us remember our own
Love that. So, I had a question for you. First concert. Who was your first concert you ever attended?
Oh, do you want to start?
Yeah. The first concert I ever went to was a really awesome one. Back in '98, I saw Kiss at the Igloo in Pittsburgh, and it was the original lineup. It was I think it was the last time the original lineup of Kiss played together, and it was totally awesome. It was one of the greatest shows I ever saw. Then 2 years after that, I saw AC/DC at the Gund Arena, now the Q, in Cleveland. So that was probably the Kiss was the first concert I remember going to.
Real showman.
Yeah.
Like fire, pyro,
Spitting blood. Yeah.
flying. Yeah, it's great.
My first concert was kind of similar. My dad took me back in, I think it was 2010. I didn't go to my first real concert till I was like a sophomore in high school. But we went to Columbus to Nationwide Arena and saw Rush on the Time Machine tour.
Wow.
Man, those guys, it's so sad that they're kind of like done, like touring. But man, they put on a crazy show. Just the musicianship is just out of this world. So.
I don't remember my first concert. But I know probably the band that I've seen the most would be Hawk Nelson. Back when I was in youth group in high school and stuff, we went and saw them probably like 10 times within like 3 years. We would just
Wow.
every chance we got, we'd go and see them.
That brings back kind of a funny. I mean, it's not an embarrassing moment that happened to any of us, but it was probably the most embarrassing stage moment that I've ever seen. I saw Hawk Nelson play one time, and the singer decided to stage dive, and he jumped like right in front of where I was standing, and in front of me and a friend of mine were nothing but like teenage girls, and so the Red Sea kind of parted, and this guy smacked into my best friend and slid to the ground.
Hate when that happens.
It was awesome.
Diving into the shallow end.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. So, yeah, my first concert was Kiss too. It was a different tour, but there was the original lineup. It was amazing. Okay, so is this the first band that you guys have all played in, like together? You guys are pretty young. I guess I didn't say that earlier. This is the youngest group that we've ever had in the studio. So, is this your first band?
It's our first band together. Like I said, I used to play in a garage band in high school called Chaplin Avenue. It was kind of embarrassing at times, but we were just kids. So I think a lot of people give a little extra credit to kids, even if they are garbage. So that's okay.
All right, it's for the kids. Yeah.
This is the first band that I've actually done shows with.
Okay. So you couldn't get out of the basement.
Yeah, I couldn't get out of the basement. I've jammed with people before, but this is the first band that I've ever actually went out and played live with, and so it's a real privilege to play with these guys. They're so much better musicians than I am. It's awesome that they let me join on stage and make music with them.
You're the professor, man. Gotta play everything.
This would be the first band that I've ever been in. I've sang like by myself, just like in church and stuff like that.
In
But
the shower.
yeah, the shower. Yeah, but I've never been in a band before, so.
Awesome. So we have another question here on Facebook. So this one comes to us from Spencer Walker.
Oh, Spencer.
This must be somebody you know? Yes? So it says, "Yo, Lion Summer. Folks, how influenced are you by the films of James Cameron?"
Oh. I assumed Spencer would probably put something inside jokey on there. I don't know. I think James Cameron is a wonderful filmmaker. Such hits as Titanic and Avatar, classics, really, that Spencer really appreciates. But musically, I can't really say that I'm influenced by his work. I don't know.
My hatred of the Titanic kind of fuels the rage in my bass playing. So, I mean, knowing how that movie ends right at the beginning is pretty infuriating. So
It's fodder for your cannon.
Oh yeah,
that's
definitely, definitely.
Nothing on Cameron?
No. Sorry.
Okay, well, let's get back into some music. We have our third track called An Endless Sea. Anything to set this up?
You'll probably notice this song's got a little bit of a different feeling than some of our other songs. This is more of a, I guess you could call it jazzy feeling, jazz rock a little bit.
It's funky.
Yeah, it kind of pulls away from the folk vibe for a little bit. It's that one track that kind of breaks the mold.
Cool. So push this button right here.
Now we're here underneath the sunrise, standing with our haircuts and our short sleeves. Neighbors pass by with the dog a barking, frolicking in an endless sea of green. Room of boxes, I better start unpacking. I think I'm gonna stay here for a while. Set up shop way out in the country. It's playing music all night, it's more or less our style. Can you see the leaves unfolding? Can you feel the wind through your hair? Months don't overstay their welcome. Fill your lungs with summer air. Jesus, don't let my feet wander, 'cause I'm better off on the path. Can't comprehend how this whole world works, but I'm not the one that's doing all the math. Can you see the leaves unfolding? Can you feel the wind through your hair? Months don't overstay their welcome. Fill your lungs with summer air. Ooh, and under the sprawling blue ocean, one with clouds we call the sky, you and I are here together. We'll have left before autumn time. Can you see the leaves unfolding? Can you feel the wind through your hair? Months don't overstay their welcome. Fill your lungs with summer air. See the leaves unfolding. Can you feel the wind through your hair? Months don't overstay their welcome. Fill your lungs with summer air.
And welcome back. This is Saturday Night Live and Local. We're here live in the studio with Lion Summer, and
We're on Facebook.
and what do we got going on Facebook? Oh, well, we don't have anything on Facebook, so you guys need to write in. Give us some questions. So, we've got one more track on the CD. It's called Harbor. And what can you tell us about that track?
Yeah, Harbor was another one of those tracks that we wrote a couple years ago when we did that original demo. It's kind of like the I guess kind of a darker song on our CD, but it's still originally still had like that folky feel. But on the album, we decided to go a little bit more rock with some like more electric guitar, distorted electric guitar, and stuff like that. But we don't play it at every single live show that we do, because sometimes we keep like the high energy moving, and like this song is more like the power and not so much like the happy like foot stomping style. So sometimes we don't play it for that reason, but it's kind of some of the shows we've played up in Canton where we've played with other bands that we've played a lot, they all seem to really like that song, especially the Bad Wolf band. They talk about how they enjoy that song. So we usually play it when we're playing with them.
So it's a musician song.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
that's
one of
pretty
those-
cool. Have you ever invited other musicians up on stage to play with you during a song?
Yeah, we the song that played a couple plays ago, the song "I'm Yours" that we wrote with Dustin. Every time we play together, we join together at like the end of the show and play that song. Both of our groups together. It's always really fun. We've done song the Old Crow Medicine Show song "Wagon Wheel." We've had before when we've played with 2 or 3 bands, we've had all of the band members come up and play, because it's a pretty straightforward song. It's only
Sure.
4 or 5 chords, so everyone, you can tell, like, oh, just yell out,
So there's
A, E,
10 or
yeah.
15 or 20 musicians on
Yeah,
the stage?
and sometimes on stages that don't accommodate that many people.
That's
So
awesome.
there's been a lot of bumping and having to duck out of the way if someone wants to like take a solo or something.
So since sometimes you forget the words and your fans know them better, do you just ever throw your guitar to them and say, could you finish
Just
this
take
up for
over
me?
for us.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened one time with Harper. We had somebody in the audience. I think it was we had gone 3 or 4 shows without playing it, and we got to this one, and luckily we had a couple people that have been to our shows before that knew the words, and we got to the last verse, and Danielle and I both blanked on this line, and I froze. Like, I think I kept playing the same chord. I didn't move through the progression. I just kept strumming the A minor chord for 15 seconds or whatever, until someone was finally yelled out the right line. That was a little embarrassing, but
Well, that's perfect. You should just say line, and then somebody screams it from the wings. That's great. So we're going to listen to Harbor on WDMP with Lion Summer.
a chance to take. I'm not sure how I wound up here, stuck between my utmost fears. How do I know a choice to make, or is it just a chance to take? Oh, I'm sinking deep below, and I don't know where to go. Take my hand, please help me. Lead me away, we'll be free. But I can't just to catch my breath. The water's cold and feels like death. My mind is weary and my ears can't hear. All the while it feels like years. Oh, I'm sinking deep below, and I don't know where to go. Take my hand, please help me. Lead me away, we'll be free. I'm sinking deep below, and I don't know where to go. Take my hand, please help me. Lead me away, we'll be free.
Lead me away.
Heart grows deep within my chest. When I knew you came to do your best, you rescued me from deep below. You're the best I've ever known. You're the best I've ever known. Oh, I'm sinking deep below, and I don't know where to go. Take my hand, please help me. Lead me away, we'll be free. I'm sinking deep below, and I don't know where to go. Take my hand, please help me. Lead me away, we'll be free. I'm sinking
This is Saturday Night Live and Local. I'm Todd Carper, your host tonight, filling in for Tyler Snow. And we're here live in the studio with Lion Summer. And we just listened to Harbor. We're gonna, we have another Facebook question. This one's from Stephen Barker. The music sounds good, but don't you think you could use a little more cowbell?
We could always use more cowbell. I hear it's really good at curing fevers.
More cowbell. We should have a cowbell in here. Oh, do we? Oh, yeah. Did you guys bring one? No? Okay. So we're going to...
Let's take a break. After our break, we're going to play one song, and then these guys are going to go live and play live.
Okay, we're going to take a short break for station ID, and then we're going to come back and hear some live music. Welcome back. This is Todd Carper, your host for Saturday Night Live and Local tonight, live in the studio with Lion Summer. I wanted to say thanks for supporting the station. DNP 102.3 is a nonprofit. It's by the community, for the community. And I just think it's awesome. I do. I really do. So we're going to, we got a bunch of instruments in the studio now. So we're going to listen to some live music. Our first track is going to be...
It's called Since I Saw You Last.
Okay.
I've had to wait so long, oh, just to sing you this song. Some time has passed since I saw you last. Darling, this can't be wrong. This has been stuck in my mind, and it won't go away this time. Every time you laughed, I didn't want to have to leave and tell you goodbye. I've had to wait so long, oh, just to sing you this song.
This next song is covered by Old Crow Medicine Show. So it's called Wagon Wheel.
My way into North Carolina, staring up the road,
dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping for Riley to see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Oh, rock me, mama, like a wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Running from the clove up in New England, I was born to be a fiddler in an old-time string band. My baby plays the guitar, I pick a banjo now. Oh, the North Country winters keep getting me, and I lost my money playing poker, so I had to up and leave. But I ain't turning back, so I living that old life no more. No, I'm not. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Oh, rock me, mama, like a wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Walking due south, way out of Roanoke. I caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long tote. But he's headed west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. Well, I got a key to move on before the sun. I hear my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, well, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Oh, rock me, mama, like a wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Thank you.
Awesome. So,
Talk about the first song that they played.
all right. Tell me about the first song.
First song, Since I Saw You Last. That song was actually the first song Danielle and I wrote together way back 3 years ago. So yeah, that one's got a special place in our hearts. So yeah, I had came up with that, like, you know, that guitar lick, and wrote down some lyrics. You know, it's a kind of a short song. It's only like 2 or 3 minutes, but I had like, hey, I wrote this song. Let's try to put like a harmony together. And she sat down and I played through it once just by myself. And I'm like, okay, how about you try to add something in? And I just start playing it. And whenever I go in to sing, she had the whole thing. It was ready. Like, yeah, the whole song, she had the harmony down for.
Well, it does need more cowbell, I'm afraid. So what do you got up for us next?
The next song is the second track off of our CD. This one's called Crimes. Just one bridge. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
To me on your hands and knees with nothing left but the clothes on your back, and I held you up while you were shaking, but I'd only hoped it would turn out this way. Scared that you think
just move on now. Know that I'm not perfect, but I'll try to be, 'cause I am needing you now. Was it such a crime to think that everything would be okay if I tried my best to always care for you? Am I right for you?
Time went by like it always will, but before I was stuck in a dream, my world was dark and gray, and love was not a good friend to me. I'm scared that you think that it's time for us to just move on now. You know that I'm not perfect, but I'll try to be, 'cause I need you now. Was it such a crime to think that everything would be okay if I tried my best to always care for you? Am I right for you? I'm scared that you think that it's time for us to just move on now. You know that I'm not perfect, but I'll try to be, 'cause I need you now. Was it such a crime to think that everything would be okay if I tried my best to always care for you? Am I right? Am I right for you?
All right.
Thank you.
So, the name of that tune was
It's called Crimes.
Crimes, and it's about all of your felonies.
Not our felonies as much as it is, you know, just a love song, I suppose. So, yeah.
That can turn into felonies sometimes. So, what do we got next?
Up next is that song that we played on the CD earlier, the very first one. It's called The Drummer. And we're not playing with any drums tonight. So.
All right. So, again, ironically, we're playing the drummer without the drummer. I can bang on the counter, but
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we could get philosophical with it. Like, aren't we really all the drummer?
sure.
Anyway, here's the drummer. born a poet, then what could ever stop me from writing out my feelings to you?
I hope you'd understand where I was coming from, and the love I had that I couldn't say. If I was born a fighter, I'd throw a heavy punch, and I'd defeat all that is in my way.
But you know I'm not a fighter, I couldn't hurt a fly. But maybe that's not true, but which part do I mean? Can you keep a secret, even if I asked? If you could keep my secret in your heart, can you keep a secret, even if I asked? If you could keep my secret in your heart. If I was born a drummer, I'd keep a steady rhythm. I'd march along to the beating of your heart.
And you can be the drummer, and I can sing the song that we wrote so long ago.
Can you keep a secret, even if I asked? If you could keep my secret in your heart, can you keep a secret, even if I asked? If you could keep my secret in your heart.
If I was born a traveler, I'd meet the open road, with arms wide open and my eyes staring too.
But I'd have to settle down, bring my journey to an end, set off again with Cleveland in my heart. But can you keep a secret, even if I asked? If you could keep my secret in your heart, can you keep a secret, even if I asked? If you could keep my secret in your heart. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Amazing, guys. So if you're just tuning in, we're live in the studio with Lion Summer, and that was called The Drummer. I think it's my new favorite song. So
Thank you.
what do we got? I think we got time for one more before the break. So what do you got for us?
What do you want to do? Get on time. What? You're going to do merry-go-round?
Yeah.
Do another cover for you. How about that? Is that okay?
Cover?
So, yeah. This one's all Danielle. Takes this one. You want to intro it?
I guess so. Yeah. This is Merry-Go-Round by Casey Musgraves.
got 2 kids by 21, you're probably gonna die alone. At least that's what tradition told you. And it don't matter if you don't believe, come Sunday morning, you best be there in the front row like you're supposed to. Same hurt in every heart, same trailer, different park. Mama's hooked on Mary Kay, brother's hooked on Mary Jane, Daddy's hooked on Mary 2 doors down. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, we get bored so we get married. Just like dust we settle in this town. On this broken merry-go-round and round and round we go. Where it stops nobody knows. It ain't slowing down, this merry-go-round. We think the first time's good enough, so we hold on to high school love, saying we won't end up like our parents. Tiny little boxes in a row, ain't what you want, it's what you know. Just happy in the shoes you're wearing. Same checks we're always cashing to buy a little more distraction. Mama's hooked on Mary Kay, brother's hooked on Mary Jane, Daddy's hooked on Mary 2 doors down. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, we get bored so we get married. Just like dust we settle in this town. On this broken merry-go-round and round and round we go. Where it stops nobody knows, and it ain't slowing down, this merry-go-round. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, we're so bored until we're buried. Just like dust we settle in this town. On this broken merry-go-round. Jack and Jill went up a hill. Jack burned out on booze and pills. Mary had a little lamb. Mary just don't give a dang no more.
I love it. Daddy's hooked on Mary 2 doors down, huh?
That was my favorite line.
So, we're going to take a short break for station ID. This is DNP 102.3. We'll see you in a minute. Welcome back to Saturday Night Live and Local. This is Todd Carper, your host. We're joined in the studio live by Lion Summer. Sorry, guys. So we've got a bunch more songs to play. So let's jump right back into it. What do you got for us next?
This next song we're going to have, thanks for having us, by the way. I feel like we haven't said that enough. We really appreciate it.
We appreciate you guys being here. Thanks.
Thanks, man. This next song is the title track off of our album that just came out over the summer. This one's called Empty House. Trusted me for so long to protect you from the lonesome world. There's a light that I can't see. I know you'll stay right there with me. The people
on TV talk so cheap, afraid of what's all next to come. I guess I don't know more. I don't know what to look out for. I promise you, my heart and me will always be for you. If you decide that you can't stay, I will always find a way to be your sword and shield, my dear.
Some think it's easy to run away, to leave your home, your hopes and dreams. But I can't leave our faith behind. An empty house is bound to go.
I promise you, my heart and me will always be for you. If you decide that you can't stay, I will always find a way to be your sword and shield, my dear. And all that time had gone by
Until we lost our stability.
all went bad when the sun went down.
The fire lit the sky at night.
I promise you, my heart and me will always beat for you. If you decide that you can't stay, I will always find a way to be your sword and shield. I promise you, my heart and me will always be for you. If you decide that you can't stay, I will always find a way to be your sword and shield, to be your sword and shield, to be your sword and shield, my dear.
There's usually drums there, so
Right.
Yeah.
I like the improv there. And for the benefit of the folks that can't see in the studio, there was this really endearing moment when Danielle pushed his glasses back up on his face when he got a little excited earlier. So, so what inspired that song?
Well, the name of that song comes from where we recorded it in my grandparents' house.
Right.
But that song, the message behind it is kind of like our only like political song. This was going on last winter when there was all the different kind of riots and stuff going on over in Missouri and things like that. And you know, it was just kind of a song for me to, I think, Danielle saying that, like, you know, I'll do my best to protect you no matter what happens. 'Cause, you know, I mean, I lived in, or I go to school in downtown Cleveland. So, you know, I mean, and for a while there, it was kind of, there were different protests and things like that going on. and it was dangerous at times.
It's a little
So,
different neighborhood.
It is, yeah,
Around here.
yeah. So that's what Empty House. That's what the song is about. The album, though, about where we recorded it.
Sure. So, what do you got for us next?
The next song we're gonna play is a brand new song. We've played it live, I think 3 times now. This is our first time playing it on the radio, though. It's our first time playing all these songs on the radio. So, this song is it's named after a river near Mount Vernon. It's named after the Kokosing River. It's kind of an odd name, but I saw it on a sign one time when I was visiting her at school, and I was like, river, that's kind of a folky thing, so let's name a song after this river. So, the song's called Kokosing.
All right.
On the valley, on the plain, time alone sees no gain. If I am here and you stay there, be a heavy weight to bear. We'll say goodbye, then hello, in a never-ending low. We'll say goodbye, then hello, and again we have to go. Singing la 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 la. Singing la 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 la. In the valley lived a girl. She was the queen of my whole world. Like the Kokosing running wild, she stole my heart with just her smile. She'd wear flowers in her hair, sang her songs without a care. On my heart she would paint love that words can't say. Singing la 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 la. 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 From the north I will bring a song I cannot sing about the girl from the south, where the words flow from our mouths. From the north I will bring a song I cannot sing without the girl from the south, where the words flow from our mouths. Singing la 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 la. Singing la 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 la. Thank you. That song was called Kokosing. We haven't recorded it yet. but we will. We actually have started it.
We just did.
Yeah, there we go. A live version.
Yeah.
There we go.
We got a live mix in the studio tonight.
Cool. Gonna do. What are you gonna do? Okay.
Before we go into the next one, I wondered if there was anybody that you guys wanted to thank before we're not exactly running out of time, but I didn't want to forget it.
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, we want to thank you guys, DNP 102.3. This has been amazing. So I was just so ecstatic whenever I got the message on Facebook on our page asking if we wanted to come on the show. I'm like, man, is that even a question? Like, because this is our first live radio gig. We did a podcast that hasn't aired yet. It airs next week. But yeah, this was awesome for us. Thank you guys so much for having us.
Where can people check that out?
You can check that out on SoundCloud. That's the dude I was telling you earlier from Bad Wolf. He started a podcast just recently called Sound Off with Jack Daw, D-A-W. And you can find that on SoundCloud, and there's a Facebook page and everything. And if you go to our Facebook page, The Lion Summer, there's links to it. You can listen to it. It's an hour long. It's a interview with Nate and I, and then we actually played Kokosing on that show, so you'll get to hear it again.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and link that on our Facebook page.
All right. And
Thank you.
we, of course, want to thank our missing comrades, our invisible
sure.
friends.
Yeah.
That couldn't be here tonight.
So again, big thank you to Jared for all he's doing. In the military. It's
Absolutely.
such a big service, and words can't really describe how thankful we are for what he's doing. And happy 22nd birthday to Justin, our other missing link that's not here tonight. So yeah, man, we're thinking about you. We'll see you next week. So yeah, and yeah, just thank you for everyone that's listening out there.
And I'd like to say thank you to Chad, first of all, for my he's the Obi-Wan to my Luke. Like, I would be lost. I am lost if you haven't figured it out. And the lovely, and we're joined tonight by the lovely Vanessa. She's taking video and photo. You can check them all out on the website, on DNP Facebook page. And I want to thank Tyler for giving me this opportunity, and also, I'm glad he got a well-deserved little sabbatical tonight. And let's hear some more music. Can we hear some more music?
Cool, yeah. We're gonna get a little more bluegrassy up in here. We don't have our band. We don't have the banjo with us tonight, but I think we'll make do with just the guitar and the bass.
I could get a jug.
This is a song by a two-piece band that's not around anymore. They're called the Civil Wars. So this one features Danielle Shaver.
Oh, the desert dreams of a river that will run down to the sea. Like my heart longs for an ocean to wash down over me. Oh, won't you take me from this valley to that mountain high above? I will pray, pray, pray until I see your smiling face. I will pray, pray, pray to the one I love.
Oh, the outcast dreams of acceptance just to find your love's embrace. Like an orphan longs for its mother, well, may you hold me in your grace.
Oh, won't you take me
From this valley
to that mountain high above? I will pray, pray, pray until I see your smiling face. I will pray, pray to the one I love.
Oh, the caged bird dreams of a strong wind that will flow beneath her wings, like a voice longs for a melody. Oh, Jesus, carry me. Take me from this valley to that mountain high above. Oh, I will pray, pray, pray till I see your smiling face.
I will pray,
Pray, pray
to the one I love. Oh, I will
pray, pray, pray till I see your smiling face.
I will pray.
Pray, pray to the one I love.
Those harmonies were cool. Like, it must be a blast to sing together.
Thank you.
So, we got a few more minutes.
Sure. Yeah.
You got anything else you want to play?
So we got about 10 minutes. When we do farewell and goodbye.
How about any gigs you got coming up again?
Gigs we got coming up? Yeah. You can catch us next week back at our hometown, or not our hometown, but our kind of our home base for playing live music. Karma Cafe, Dressler Road in Canton, Ohio. Yeah. Kind of, if you're near the mall, go back by that Steak and Shake and Olive Garden and go back. They have great coffee and stuff like that. It's just a fun environment to come hang out at, listen to some music. Yeah, and then the weekend after that, it's a little out of this area, but we're playing Olmsted Falls, Aces Depot, with Sea Level. So we're excited to play our first show with them, and at a new venue we haven't played at yet. So it's always exciting.
So, the weekend after next.
Yeah.
Is it Saturday or?
Yeah, it's Saturday, January 30th.
Okay.
I think it starts at 9, I believe. So it's later in the evening. So.
Let me just take a minute and plug our guests next week. We have Strange Brew on Saturday, live and local on DNP. Next Saturday at 9 o'clock.
Awesome.
Cool. Gonna do more? All right. This next song, I always, now that Jared's gone to the military, we always dedicate this song to him. And he cries every time we play it whenever he's back. So this song is very kind of an emotional one for us. We wrote it back when we were doing our demos. It's called Your Best Farewell, and it was kind of written when Danielle and we started dating, but then we had to go away to college. So it kind of started out as a sappy love song, but then when we went and re-recorded it for the album, and Jared told us he was going to be going to the military, it took on a whole new meaning. So this one's for him. 18 years I've always known it here. But the best of those were those that you were near. The more I watch the clock tick away, the faster it moves toward that August day. It's time I should be packing up my things, even though inside it's a little hard to see. You waited for me beside the door, you couldn't take it anymore. Then I knew that it was time to go. Autumn leaves, they crack beneath my feet, waiting now for you and I to meet.
Days like these haven't happened yet. Since before you and I met. It's time I should be packing up my things, even though inside it's a little hard to see. You waited for me beside the door. You couldn't take it anymore. Then I knew that it was time to go. It's time I should be packing up my things, even though inside it's a little hard to see. You waited for me beside the door. You couldn't take it anymore. Then I knew that it was time to go. I guess that there's more truth to find, but nowadays it's hard to find the time. Always on the go, no time to sleep. We run and run till our bodies become weak. It's time I should be packing up my things, even though inside it's a little hard to see. You waited for me beside the door. You couldn't take it anymore. Then I knew that it was time to go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It's time I should be packing up my things, even though inside it's a little hard to see. Waited for me beside the door. Couldn't take it anymore. Then I knew that it was time to go. Then I knew that it was time to go. Then I knew that it was time to go. Thank you.
Well, as we're getting towards the end of the hour, is there anything I might have forgot to mention, Shannon?
See, we want to make sure that all our listeners know that tomorrow night, starting at 6 o'clock, Larry Carroll has a show, History of Rock, where he spotlights musical time in history, taking a trip down memory lane. Sundays at 6 o'clock. You might want to check that out. History of Rock. And also at 10 o'clock is Josh Lee's Off the Beaten Path. Another good show. Everybody might want to check out if you haven't checked it out.
Wow, the weekends are really hopping around here. There's a lot going on. A lot of different programming. So I know you guys have something special to play us out on tonight.
We do.
So once again, live here in the studio, Lion Summer. And what do you got?
This is an old song, 50s rock song. This one's called "Good Night, Sweetheart, Good Night." Very cool. So, thank you again, 102.3 FM, DNP. Thanks for having us. We really appreciate it, and
Thanks
hope
for
we can
being
come
here.
back sometime. Play again for you guys. All right, got to break into my low voice for this one. And thank you for everyone who listened out there. We had a Lion Summer. Dup da dup dup dup.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night.
Dup da dup dup.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night.
Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Darling, I just don't feel right. I hate to leave you, baby. I don't mean maybe. You know I have to go. Dup da dup dup da dup dup da dup dup. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night. And introducing the Lion Summer on the vocals, lead vocals, and harmony, we got Miss Danielle Shaver. Over here on bass guitar and vocals, we got Mr. Nathan Barker.
And on lead vocals and guitar, Mr. Benjamin Smith.
Dup da dup dup da dup dup da dup dup. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night. Everyone in the studio. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Dup, da, dup, dup, dup. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night. Thank you, 102.3. We're the Lion Summer.